Good evening, everybody, and welcome to what I believe is round 9 of the 2022 GP4 OC season. I am today's lead commentator, Rob, and alongside me is Ra. Hello, Ra.
Yeah, hello once again. It's been a long time since I've been in the commentary booth, but finally I'm back.
Yes, indeed. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
All right. Good to see you, everybody. So let's get on with the practice session. Of course, in the car today, I believe we do have a reserve driver in the form of Nicholas Zorbach in Haas. Okay, you weren't reminded then. All right, so we're not going to have a reserve driver in for practice. Either way, time to begin this session. It's going to be dry in practice, so let us know your predictions. But the the weekend at the shortest track of the calendar is about to begin.
Do we really need predictions for practice?
So then we are underway.
Yep, let's see who's gonna come out on track first to set a representative time. Okay, Alpha Tower mechanics are getting ready for one day drivers. And it's David Kupok who's gonna come out on track first.
Yeah, that's right. If you don't know anything about the circuit, we've got 9 turns, though the FIA likes to pretend there are 10 corners actually. And as Kimi Räikkönen once said, half the track is DRS. So there's that.
And the RS doesn't exist in GP4, so
Yeah,
yeah.
indeed.
I mean,
But
pretty much
if that quote is anything to go by, this track has got a lot of straight lines. So yeah, engine power will be quite a big factor here, especially given the track length.
Yeah, indeed. And of course, the tires we are using are the medium tires, so it'll be interesting what strategy is going to work out on for this track.
Yep, that's right. So with these mediums, we'll be expecting a moderate.
We're, we're going to cut out a bit. And you would have said about around the 2 or 3 stop would be the best strategy. Don't know about one stop. That would be a big doubt.
Most likely the two-stop strategy. But given the lap count, a free stop could work. It's just about whether you have enough pace to catch up to the cars in front of you.
Yeah, neither keep has started a snap. He's got some traffic with the Aston Martin in front of him, but he is ahead of the Williams as we look on board with the Dairy. Nice and easy in turn 1, so no mistakes there from him.
Yep, as out of the hairpin of turn 2 we go with Federi. He's going downhill 23.6 in the first sector, and the sector split is a little bit placed differently than it is in real life. It's in real life it's before the corner. Over here in GP4 it's after the corner. As now we're looking at De Rosa, who is being passed by Renault, and then we have the AlphaTauri. Kupok sets the early session topping lap before Lopez beats it quite easily. It's a 104.2. Quag goes into second place as Federi is currently 5 tenths down for the middle sector split. Ka now goes fastest ahead of Gal, so Gal's gone faster than Lopez, 103.990. I wonder if we can get into the 102s in qualifying as Federi goes 6th fastest in the Aston Martin. Doing better than Mans Valgar as a matter of fact, actually, so quite a good effort from Federi.
Yep, Rook now goes to the top by half a tenth. Now Byrne goes to the top by 17 thousandths from his teammate.
Yep.
Brennan goes 4th, Gallo in 8th. Close in ninth and Wilson in 15th. Shepard in 10th with
Mocha
Marco.
goes 14th in the meantime.
Yeah. Sontag in 19th. We have
Martins
Martins and
goes
Griffiths.
in 22nd and Zontag in 19th. Lopez has improved to go into 7th. So the tire wear not being as pronounced as one would expect. Quag also improves, but the Rosa doesn't improve.
He might have been overtaken by Clark somewhere. Now he's getting overtaken by the AlphaTauri of Gal.
Of course, if you've missed, as Kai improves yet again to improve on his fastest time. But if you missed the news, first up, Alfa Romeo will be splitting from Sauber. The team will go back to being known as Sauber next season. And second, and most of all, AlphaTauri will be gone. They will be replaced by the recently announced Toyota team.
Yep, and we got some tweaks to the Red Bull. Looks like he's gone a little bit. He's now blue.
Yeah,
Blue
indeed, a
is
home
this
livery it
time.
is.
Yep, there's a special livery for Red Bull. It's just that's pretty much the only tweak. It was black now it's blue.
Yes, that's right. Chatfield improves to go up into 11th place.
Yep, Griffiths holding up the car behind. And that is a Mercedes he's holding up.
Yeah, that's right. Quag goes up to 5th place, so good improvement. Renault are looking quite strong here in practice, though it is early days. Not early days, I mean, it is quite early in the weekend to assume how quick a team will be, as Roque is having a little bit of traffic through turn 8 we go, and it's a Lamborghini that's been holding him up. Obviously, Roque won't improve, but Weilinger has improved. He's gone up into 18th, as Roque doesn't improve as he crosses the line.
And they should get the move done on Lower Chung as well as
Willows
improves.
improves to go up in 12th place. As on board with Andrea Federi, the tire wear doesn't appear to be too great, at least at the beginning of the stint, but it could develop further as the stint goes on.
Yep, indeed. Gilroy holding up the Renault. The Renault tried to overtake him into turn 1, didn't quite work. Now car is on the back of the McLaren of De Rosa. And he couldn't overtake him. Martins improves, stays 20th. And De Rosa gets overtaken by Car. He's currently down in last, the slowest out of everyone in practice. But of course, he's getting overtaken everywhere. So yeah, he's losing a lot of time there. So I do expect him to improve.
Yeah, indeed.
Now we look on board with Brennan. He's going to come into the pits, so that's his stint done for now. And he has finally overtaken the Ferrari. There's now Q-Puck's now going to deal with the Williams. Martins improves yet again, stays 20th. Griffiths improves, stays 21st.
Yep, that's right. And Federi is currently not improving. Through turn 8 we go and down into 9, taking a lot of curb on the extra of 8 there.
Yep, and he still doesn't improve. He stays 16th.
Yep. As quite a lot of cars have come into the pits, Sky is currently fastest, so we expect the Mercedes versus Red Bull battle to resume at this racetrack, but of course Renault could be getting involved. The track is quite short, so the gaps are smaller than they would usually be.
Yeah, and it could be close. I mean, Renner could be in there. We'll see. You're looking at the practice times right now. You never know what can happen in qualifying. De Rosa's having a bit of a moment, goes on the curb. That's going to lose him a bit of time. Will he be able to improve though? Because he is in last, and no, he's lost all that time.
Yeah, indeed. Tire wear might be starting to kick in a little bit.
Yeah, this stint hasn't been great for De Rosa, so you'll probably have to end that stint as quick as you can, and probably try and find an improvement through this stint. Try and make some few changes to do better in the next stint. Let's now we look at Bartius Kloss, and he doesn't improve. Bernstein on the lap, he's overtaking the Alfa Romeo. That is Amelia Wilson. Motra improves, he's in 14th.
Willows is currently up on his first best for the first sector, but he's coming into the pit, so it's not like it's going to count for anything.
Yep. As Dell goes up to 4th.
AlphaTauri looked quite competitive here, with one car at least.
Yep. De Rosa does improve, but he's in 20th.
A little bit off the pace. Surely, the fact that it's a high-speed track would help McLaren, who have been quite strong on the straights, but at the moment one of them is struggling.
And one of them is struggling, and one of them is 12th. De Rosa is only like just over 8 tenths off his teammate. But it is only practice, it could change in qualifying.
Yes, that's right.
Kloss doesn't improve. 36 thousandths off his personal best. Now we look at Gal, who is coming into the pits. He just about overtakes the Williams. And Griffiths, who is also coming into the pits as well.
Yep, that's right.
Look at Kloss, who is up on his personal best in the first sector. Will he be able to keep it up? We'll see. He's got the runner in front of him. Will he be able to use the slipstream of the Renault? We'll see.
I don't think he is close enough to be fair.
He's still up on his personal best, only by 43 thousandths. Down the corner he goes. And would this be a slight improvement? A bit, but he lost time on. He improved by only 4 thousandths. Trying to overtake the
Well,
Ferrari.
yeah, he's been quite held up. Wallinger improves to go up to 17th. So an alright improvement. Alpha appear to be struggling here a little bit.
17th and 18th. No idea about good changing qualifying as Lopez improves, goes up to 7th.
Even though he's only 2.5 tenths off the pace, 7th is not where you usually see a Mercedes. At least in this universe.
Well, we've seen it multiple times last season, but definitely not in this season.
Yeah, but not anymore.
Yeah, not in this season.
Klaus is coming into the pits in the meantime, but he is quite close to his personal best for the middle sector, as Byrne is being held up by one of the Astons. That, of course, being I'm not sure who it is actually. I think it's Martins, or it could be Federi, but I think it's Martins. Bernin improves to go up into 4th place, just 1/10 of the fastest time. You have the Kupok finishing a lap right now, and Kupok is down on his personal best by just under 2/10 of a second.
The tire was pretty good, and well, it could be a 2-stop race, but of course, if the whoever's at the front start is on the first stop, they pretty much have to follow as quick as they can.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, the one stop is pretty much the worst strategy, but it could work at some points.
Well, I almost made it work back in 2015. I was holding off Florian Volker for the win, but he passed me in the end. I still managed to finish second. That was my last podium in the top class.
Yeah, then as we look at Martins.
He's coming in this lap. He is done for this run.
Yep, as the Lamborghini is in front of him, that is Lord Chung. Lopez down on his personal best, only by a tenth, but he's trying to overtake the Ferrari. Doesn't work. He's going to lose him more time, and that Ferrari is Chris Chatfield. Chatfield doesn't improve, and he's coming into the pits, and he gets overtaken by Franco Lopez. Look at Q-Puck. He's up by 35 thousandths in the first sector. Will he be able to keep it up? We'll see. Then come through to the middle sector point, and he's down on his personal best by 56 thousandths. He lost time in the middle sector. He might not improve, but will be able to gain a bit in the final sector. And that is a no. Lost time. And he's coming into the pits.
Yep, that's right.
De Rosa improves, goes up to 14th. Better luck for
Yep.
him.
As Kupak is coming in, Botro has improved, but only up in the 12th place. Has a little bit of the pace today, it seems.
A bit off the pace, but we'll see what happens in qualifying. It could all change.
Yeah, indeed. Of course, qualifying is quite different from practice. Usually, it's not a clear-cut indicator, but it can be useful as Ben Wallinger is finishing a lap. He was impeded though, so don't expect him to improve on this one. He doesn't.
Yep. If he doesn't, Wilson improves. He's up to 18th. Exactly 1.1 seconds off the pace. Browninger 14 thousandths down on his personal best in the first sector. As we have a Mercedes wreck closing in on the McLaren. As Kloss improves, he goes up to 6th. That was close to go for Lopez and the McLaren. Then the McLaren was coming into the pits, and that was De Rosa, so Lopez did lose a lot of time. Luckily, no incident there.
Yep, indeed. All right. Uh, so then Lopez is on a lap as Griffiths improves but stays in last place. Chatfield is behind an Aston in the meantime. And he's going to be impeded once he starts his lap, unless he can overtake him right now. Looking on board with Martins, who doesn't improve on his lap, and he keeps going on for this stint a little bit longer. Through goes Chatfield, but I imagine he has lost a little bit of time into turn 1.
Yeah, indeed.
Martins is quite a way down for the first sector, as Patel is only 300s down on his personal best. He's trying to overtake the McLaren here, but he's being impeded, and that's his lap completely messed up.
Yep, lost
So
over a second from that.
yeah, that's quite a lot from Patel.
Yep, and of course, when you said that, of course, Alfa Romeo splitting up with Sauber, and Sauber will be back in Formula One for well, back in the top class actually for the upcoming season. Of course, AlphaTauri are pulling out of the sport as well. Also, this season will be their last season. He's in the top class, and they will be replaced by Toyota. And looking at the reactions, it's kind of like uh, a mixed opinions there. Some surprise, some not, and expectations there are quite low for them. But you never know what they can pull off. As well as goes on the curb, he was under pressure from
Yeah,
Patel.
and the other Lamborghini is coming out on track as well. It's our Chang, who won here last season, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, she did. He won that race after, of course, Lopez, who was leading at some stage, hit a wheel and had to
Galloway
hit again,
improves, he's gone up into 10th.
well, which pretty much cost him the chance of a win, of a victory last season.
Yep, that's right. As Chang will be starting her lap pretty soon, but she will be impeded by the McLaren unless she can go for the overtake now, which she can't do.
She starts her lap, and if you're gonna go for it, not really. Federi's starting a lap as well.
Yeah, indeed. As Chang is being impeded, Galloway improves again. He is still 10th fastest, though. Or I should say,
Federi,
goes up 10th fastest.
yep, Federi up by 59 thousandths in the first sector. See what he can do in the middle sector. And still Chung is behind the McLaren of Willows. He's
But
four
they're doing
tenths
quite
down on the
well for the
personal best.
moment.
Yeah, for now. And Federi does improve, stays 17th, but is less than a second off the fastest time. As Chung does overtake Willows. But she's got the Williams in front of her. I'm looking at Federi, he's down on his personal best this time. And he's gained a bit. He's gained that time back, but he's still 16 thousandths down in the middle sector on his personal best. De Rosa now starting a lap.
Yep. Sorry for the relative silence, it's just that there isn't so much to talk about. Practice is quite long, as Federi does improve in the meantime.
Yep, still stays in 17th. Not much of an improvement there. De Rosa 10th down on his personal best. As Lopez improves, he goes up to 6th.
Yep, he's finally picking up the pace a little, only 1/10 down on his teammate. The 1/10 at this circuit can mean quite a lot, as you can see.
Yeah, but it's a short lap as well, so yeah, you gotta get
So
find the maximum
1/10
out of
means
this
quite a
part.
lot.
Yep, John getting held up by the Williams as she overtakes the Williams. She was like 84 thousandths down on her personal best in the middle sector. Don't know if she'll be able to improve. Yep, she doesn't improve, but she might be able to improve next lap.
Yep.
Klaus improves, stays 7th. She was a 2 times down on his personal best.
As I will take a 5-minute break, I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Okay, we've got just over 15 minutes to go into the practice session. Session De Rosa still down on his personal best, 4 times down on the middle sector, and don't expect him to improve on his lap time. And yep, doesn't improve, half a second down. Chung improves, goes up to 11th. Whereas Chapford improves, goes up to 10th. Gets out of his teammate Jake Galloway. Now we're looking at Andre Federi. 10th down on his personal best in the first sector. He is catching up to the Williams in front of him. He's also got a Lamborghini behind him. De Rosa 3 times down on his personal best. No, still don't expect him to improve. He's going on a long stint as we have the Alfa Romeo coming into the pits. That is Wilson. Rosa doesn't improve. 4 times down. As Chatford improves but stays in 10th. As Lopez goes to the top, he sets a 1 minute 3.7, 88,000 up on his teammate Omar Carr. And look at Federi, who is coming into the pits, getting held up by the Williams, but it doesn't really matter because he's going to get into the pits, as that's the Williams of Felix Sontag. He went on, he forced wide, went on the curb, but then there's that much time. Chung improves, stays 12th. Galloway improves, stays 11th. Or was it Chancellor who improved a bit more? Lopez improves yet again, good, and goes a 10th. And the gap is now a 10th. Him between himself and Carr. And he extends his advantage for now. He was going for a long stint, maybe doing some race runs. See how this will go because he's 4 times down at his personal best in the middle sector, so those stars are starting to fade away for him. he doesn't improve. Most Lopez only 19 thousandths down on his personal best. Well, in response to that, but he's getting held up by the other Williams. Is it
I'm
Jamie
back.
Griffiths? Okay.
What
Yeah,
have I
back.
missed?
You missed Lopez going to the top of the timings by over a tenth.
Right, so Mercedes are looking strong.
Yeah, looks like it. Red Bull are only just about there, so it looks like it would be a Mercedes v Red Bull battle, but there might be some outsiders there.
Yep, as on board with Modshop, looks like he doesn't understeer for the corner. He's done just fine. I was thinking he might have understeer, but he didn't. Nevertheless, he is still down in the first sector.
I'll be back later on. I need to take a phone call.
Alright, then I'll keep you guys entertained in the meantime, I guess. As here we have De Rosa, he is in front of an Alfa Romeo. I'm not sure which one that is, though. Can De Rosa improve in the first sector? I think the Alfa Romeo is Wilson behind, as we got a big train of cars right here. Here goes car on the outside. Went the Williams to defend, and the Williams has kept him behind. Meanwhile, further up front, we have De Rosa, who is currently down on his personal best. So, yeah, through the left hand, there we go. And once again, through another left, we go with Kiroshima De Rosa. Ka, meanwhile, is attacking the Williams. He's gone down the inside of the Williams and he's made the overtake quite easily there. You don't usually see moves quite often at that corner, but this time was an exception. As Klaus, in the meantime, is trying to pass an Aston Martin. I think that is Jonatas Martins he's trying to pass, but he's unsuccessful. So yeah, he couldn't get the move done. As Federi is in 17th place. Currently, it was Federi, not Martins. My apologies. But he has been overtaken, and Ka will be the next one to try to pass him. As De Rosa is coming into the pits at the end this lap, so that will be his run done with. He might go out for another one, he might not. We'll have to wait and see. But I think he will go out again. As Martins improves, he is in 20th, just in front of the two Williamses. And welcome, Edson, to the chat. I hope you're having a good time. This is your first time watching, I assume, as Gal makes move on the Williams. And there's the Alfa Romeo of Wallinger trying to join the fight as well. We get some nice racing here on the practice day, so that is quite good. As here goes Federi. He's gone a little deep as he's being overtaken by Ka, but he keeps the Mercedes at bay. Not something you'll see quite often. But either way, Zonta comes into the pits. Galloway is behind the Williams. He is pushing. And Jay Galloway, he doesn't improve. He's trying to overtake the Williams here, which he has done into the first corner. So an easy pass there. Let's see if Galloway, who is fueled quite heavily, let's see if he can improve on another lap or if he's just trying a race run perhaps. I do imagine he is trying a race run at the moment, to be honest with you, but I could be wrong. Let's check his first sector split. Yeah, he's way down. 3 tenths off in the first sector. It's clearly not a poly lap run, a simulation thing. Yeah. So then Galloway setting an off the pace for his sector. Sorry, lost my tongue there. As Wilson improves to go up to the 16th place in front of Cupoc. But Galloway, he doesn't improve in the middle sector, though he's only last 300s. So he's picked up the pace a little bit as Gal is trying to overtake the Mercedes of Ka. Wallinger improves to go 14th. But Gal is through on the Mercedes. Or is he though? Because the Merc is getting him back on traction. This is going to be a fight to the second corner as Patel starts a new flying lap, a new run. Let's see if he can improve on this one, as he has a little bit of slipstream from the McLaren, I think that is in front of him. Here goes Patel, and here goes Martins, trying to overtake Haas. That was Quag in the first sector. In the meantime, he is way off the pace. He must have had a little bit of traffic or an error, perhaps. He's just not looking that competitive in the first sector, as there's the explanation. He was battling with a Williams, and Williams gets in front of him on Quag there. It appears I'm still alone, so I'll continue to commentate alone for a few minutes, I guess. Patel is on a lap right now. He's behind the Renault of Pernian, but he's not getting very close to him. The two Renaults actually quite close to each other on the racetrack. Patel is 3 tenths down in the middle sector, so he'll not be improving on this effort. But he might in later effort, as Kai is trying to fight the AlphaTauri once again on the racetrack. Could this be an omen for tomorrow's race with him fighting a Red Bull team? Though, of course, the main Red Bull team, not the AlphaTauri. As Chang improves to go into 11th place, as her teammate Patel is coming into the pits at the end of this lap. Patel is coming into the pits at the end of this lap, sorry, and Kaz's helmet has changed. Thank you, Joe, for bringing it up in the chat. Chung has the same time as Galloway, does she? Yes, she does. And nobody is broken down so far, as Patel is, like I said, coming in this lap. Not It gets a little bit repetitive during practice. That's just the way things are. Kloss is beginning a new run. He's starting a lap right now. Into the first corner we go, Bartosz Kloss, as there's a Mercedes and an Alfa Romeo battling, it looks like. I think it's Kai and Wilson, though I could be wrong. But nevertheless, let's check what Kloss's pace is like on fresh tires. As Macho improves, but only up to 13th place, so one has struggling a little bit, it seems, at the moment. Zontag is getting some tow from the Ferrari, but Williams do appear to be back at the pack. Hupog, though, in the AlphaTauri, quite a surprising underperformance, as it's Lopez fighting with the AlphaTauri right here. No, sorry, that is the Red Bull, and Lopez goes fastest. He used the tow to good effect, and he's improved on his personal best time and session best time to go even quicker by 19 thousandths of a second. Meanwhile, Zontag is gaining on the Ferrari. He's gaining on the Ferrari, and yeah, but he's not close enough to the Ferrari. He's what depth exactly down in the middle sector, as I'm taking a quick peek at something else. Don't mind me. Right, I'm back. We're looking at the Williams, who doesn't improve. Ka, meanwhile, has gotten the checkered flag next to his name, so there is that. As we have a Lamborghini going out, is that Laura Chung? No, I think it's Rahul Patel heading out onto the racetrack. Martins also has the checkered flag next to his name, so just like Ka. Wilson is fighting with a Red Bull right here, it looks like. And she is going to start the new flying lap. And Lopez improves yet again. Lopez has improved yet again. It's a 106. It's a 103.6. So he has gained some more time as Patel passes the Williams on his out lap, and he will have a clean run. It looks like at the start of the next lap. So yeah, Patel will have it all right, I guess. Waldinger improves. He is in 14th, and he also gets the checkered flag next to his name. Because of lap length, of course, it's more common to see checkered flags in this session than in other practices where we didn't really get to see it. Zontag doesn't improve. He is over half a second down on his personal best. So, yeah, we're on board with Zontag still, as we got just over 1 minute left in the session. We'll see who is the last one to cross the line, of course, when we get to it. As Griffiths has a little bit of a moment on the exit of turn 8. He's struggling a little bit, took a little bit too much curb, I think, and Jamie Griffiths is quite heavily off the pace. Willows is only 1/10 of his personal best in the middle sector. He might improve if he has a solid enough sector 3, we'll see. At the last corner goes Willows, I don't think he will improve. We have 1 minute dead left in this session. As Bartosz Klos crosses the line, he doesn't improve. He's 9/10 off. Valgar improves yet again. Even though he had the checkered flag, he's kept on running because the checkered flag only comes into effect once you've come into the pits. Galloway is getting a pit call right now. He didn't improve. Patel did. He's gone up into 8th. Decent improvement for Hope Patel. Pernian is starting a new run, a new lap. So he's made it to the line in time. More than enough time, honestly, as De Rosa is next to cross the line. Here goes Gershman De Rosa. He doesn't improve. Chatfield, in the meantime, is finishing his lap, and Chatfield doesn't improve either. Neither does Federi. Quag will start a lap in time. Chung is finishing a lap. Where does she go? She doesn't go anywhere. Here we have Wilson, who is up on her personal best for the middle sector. Let's see if she can improve on that effort. And she can, but only up in the 16th place. So Alfa Romeo not looking too terrible. Williams, in the meantime, I can't say the same about them, to be frank. As we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Checker flag is out. Willows doesn't cross the line in time. But let's see if he can improve on this lap. He cannot. So then, Klaus next to cross the line. Klaus doesn't improve. Gal next to cross the line. He doesn't improve either. Mocho is starting a lap. Here we have Kupok, who is down in 18th, but he doesn't improve. He stays at 18th. So one Alpha Tower is struggling, while the other is doing quite well today. This is quite an unforeseen twist. Could be something later on, or maybe it won't amount to anything. Nevertheless, you have De Rosa, who is finishing his session. He doesn't improve. Chatfield next to cross the line doesn't improve. Quag is next, and Renault have been looking quite competitive. Here it looks like Quag, he doesn't improve. Rogue got to the line, but not in time, as Wilson is improving on her lap as she finishes her session. Where can she go? Wilson remains in 16th, but improves on her best time. As Griffiths is next to cross the line. Griffiths doesn't improve. And that is the end of practice. Thank you very much, guys, and we will see you again very shortly for qualifying.